Hey guys, my name is Jeff Looker, and I am the host of a weekly radio show called The Rock Block on 91.1 WRMU, which is the campus radio station for the University of Mount Union in Alliance, Ohio. And I'm making videos kind of to talk about different stuff with rock music. I want to do something different, not just be on the air all the time. I want to do videos about new releases by different bands, different albums coming out, or new songs coming out, or movies or books about music. So just something fun to do. So if you're wondering, hey, this guy's a radio DJ, why is he making YouTube videos? This is how we sound. Then that's why. Also, now you know that I'm not a robot. So isn't it cool to know that it's a real person talking to you, not a robot? I would be pretty stoked if I found that out. So I hope you enjoy. This is my first ever Rock Block video, so I'm going to dive right into it. I want to have first talk about myself, this being my first video, give you guys a little taste of my personality, what my interests are, and kind of relate it to the show in a way. So let's get started. First off, I want to mention that I am a huge fan of music, big passion of mine, mostly classic rock music. I kind of grew up in a household where we played music a lot. My parents are baby boomers, so they grew up with classic rock music in their lives. So I'm in my basement right now, and we have albums on our wall, as you can see. So for example, first we have Boston's first album over here, great album, my personal favorite. Over here we have a Journey album. So just to give you a taste of what we have on our wall. And I'm a huge fan of Styx. Styx is my favorite band. I have a t-shirt on. This is from when I saw them back in Medina in 2006, the Medina County Fair. So, not the biggest venue they've ever played in their lives, but it was still a fun show. And a funny story about that, Tommy Shaw, who's the lead singer and lead guitarist of Styx, came out on stage and he says, "Hello, Medina!" And then the crowd goes wild. And then he said, "Do you all know what Medina rhymes with?" And at the time, I was a very sheltered freshman in high school, so I had no idea what he was talking about. So I kind of had to ask my dad about that, what he was talking about, which is a little embarrassing, but we all have those stories. And I moved on with my life, so it turned out okay in the end. Another thing about me is I like 80s movies a lot, big fan of 80s movies. I often tell people that I was born in the wrong decade. I was born in 1991, but based on my interest in movies and music and pop culture, I probably should have been born sometime in the 70s and then grew up in the 80s. And one thing, I don't know if people know this, but I found this out. 80s movies often teach you life lessons, valuable life lessons. Like, for example, if you ever noticed in Footloose, Kevin Bacon, the main character, he wants to make dancing legal again in the town of Beaumont. And so he makes this speech, and he talks about how dancing is okay, it's even in the Bible. And so it teaches you, stand up for what you believe in, and good things can happen, because they made dancing legal again. They had that party, and that dance, and it was a lot of fun. Another movie that teaches you life lessons is Breakfast Club. If you've ever seen that, the movie where the 7 kids go to detention on a Saturday. Not 7. The 5 kids go to detention on a Saturday, and they're all from different walks of life. There's the nerd, there's the jock, there's the basket case, there's the pretty girl, and then there's the guy that does the drugs and the bad boy. And even though they're all different people, they all have to be there at the same time, and so they kind of get to know each other, and then they become friends in the end. So it teaches you that even people from different walks of life can end up being pretty good friends. So don't judge a book by its cover, I guess, is the main issue, the main, concept there. And Back to the Future is another movie I like. It doesn't really teach you anything, but it does teach you that going back in time or going to the future would be a lot of fun. And it also tells you that be careful who you meet, because it could mess up, the time-space continuum or whatever. And I'm still waiting on those hoverboards, by the way. They say they're going to have hoverboards in 2015, according to one of the movies. So I'm looking forward to that, keeping that on my calendar for sure. Another thing about me is I'm a huge fan of tennis. I play tennis for my college team. I've had a lot of fun with that. I like to watch tennis on TV. I like to go to different tournaments in the area. I've been to a Cincinnati tournament, Indianapolis tournament. I recently went to Austin, Texas a couple of summers ago. If you know what Davis Cup is, it's a tournament where different countries play against each other, and some big names were there, and that was a lot of fun. I often buy hats when I go to tournaments, and I get pro players to sign my hat for me, and then I keep those as memorabilia to look back on and remember the fun times of the tournaments. I got some big names. Andy Murray, John Isner, if you know those guys. So, pretty cool. I also want to mention stuff about my show, The Rock Block, which is coming back, by the way, January 18th. So remember that. January 18th is our first time back for the new semester show. And I got some fun stuff lined up. I recently did an interview with the band My Excuse, the lead singer of the band, which is a Greek band. Greek as in the country Greece, not Greek like, fraternity or sorority, in case people were confused. And his name is Steven. He's going to be talking about stuff like their new US tour that they're doing starting in February and all through the spring. They're going to talk about the release of their new single that's coming out, so look forward to that. That'll be a lot of fun. And I'm pretty new to YouTube, so I'm going to try to put in the description, I'm going to put the link to the Rockblock's Facebook page and Twitter account, so you can like and follow the show, so that'll be cool. Look forward to that. So go ahead and do that once I put that on there. And that's pretty much it. Like I said, it's not going to be all videos about me just talking about myself or whatever. I'm going to put videos about new releases of albums, my reviews on those, books and movies coming out about rock music, so that'll be fun. So I'll keep you posted on all that awesomeness. So thanks for watching this video. Hope you liked it. Leave a comment below, and hope that I can get back to you talking about whatever, and have a good time. So happy 2013, by the way. Hope it's been great so far, and hope you listen into the show January 18th from 10 to midnight, 91.1 WRMU. So have a rockin' day, everybody, and I hope to hear from you soon.